Are we all here?
Pretty check.
I believe so. Sean.
That's two.
Yes.
I'm here.
All right. Cool. Then that means we can start. So, you all got back from your harrowing expedition into the Illithid catacombs last time, and have spent a nice long night resting in the inn. Two of you apparently on its roof.
Yep.
So, wake up and do your morning stuff, whatever that be.
I wake up, put my penis back in my pants. We didn't do anything. I just like to sleep with my penis out of my pants.
So the birds have something to peck at.
Yeah. I brush my teeth and sing a soft, smooth morning tune as I
While you brush your teeth?
Afterwards.
He hums while brushing his teeth.
He's got the two-tone toothbrush.
Oh,
Yeah.
those didn't make it very long.
They really didn't.
So Ref would probably... Is there like a bathhouse or something attached to the inn?
No, there's not.
You gotta go jump in
Is
the
there
river.
one in town?
There is a spa in town.
The Ref would probably just go jump in the river.
Fair enough.
Do his morning routine out there.
My morning routine is sleeping.
Ref's up early.
He's a cat.
Yep.
I can believe it.
My cat was always hyper in the morning.
They would have breakfast at the inn.
Your
all
cat
that
wasn't a
kind of
year
thing.
old.
And then hopefully by the time I'm done with all of that, the rest of the people will actually be awake.
All right.
Though if I do have the opportunity to, I'd like to buy 2 things in town if the shops are open.
All right.
One is a small, like a clay pot, like
Okay.
a planting pot.
All right.
And the other one is a small lead-lined box, probably like a small wooden box.
Okay.
But lead-lined on the inside.
You would find both of those at the general goods store.
How much would that set me back?
That would set you back.
2 platinum.
Yes, that would set you back 20 gold. No. It would set you back a good 2 silver.
Okay. So then what I'll do is when I'm out, I'll also take a bit of dirt, put it into the pot.
Okay.
Take one of the tree ant seeds and just stuff them down in there.
All right.
And then put the remaining tree ant seeds in the bag inside the lead-lined box.
All right.
Because if anything crazy is going to happen, if anyone tries to scry for them, like Jackus, for example, or anyone else, then the lead lining should at least... If you're carrying around 1,000 nuclear warheads,
Yeah, right.
you should put them in a lead-lined box, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know how you're carrying around. Bag of holding. Right. Never mind.
Well, I assume you said the seeds were very, very tiny.
Yeah,
Versus
no,
the
I'm
bag of seeds.
I'm talking about 1,000 nuclear warheads.
That's basically, I mean, like, you gotta grow them, but
You're not wrong.
that's, yeah, and that's pretty much all I do.
Okay.
I get breakfast.
All right. So Raph went out, jumped in the river. Now he's enjoying breakfast with Taxi and Zankus. Hogarth, how about you? You got up, did your little brushing your teeth.
I go down and enjoy a nice crumpet.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Gotta grab a fork.
All right. And like all good hotels,
Didn't he get pizza?
breakfast is included.
Yeah, right. Pizza. Knowing him, he probably got wings and something else.
A
and
cookie.
2-liter soda.
That's what the fork's for, is the 2-liter soda. Jabs a hole in the side and just.
So he's
Fat,
basically.
yes.
All right.
Hope he's got a headset on.
It isn't wireless.
Probably not.
I know.
Okay. So then, Seven, you're the only one still asleep. You lazy cat.
Yeah, that happens.
After finishing breakfast, Raph will just go up and bang on the door. Realize that it was his room and then just open it. You know when you're trying to get like a kid out of bed and they just won't do it, and you just grab the covers and you pull them to flip them onto the floor.
Get a bucket of
Yes.
water.
Oh, I feel like a
Then
bucket
you
of water on a cat would be like the nuclear option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's probably the nuclear option. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the best option.
Seems like the best option. Kill.
All right, Trump, calm down.
Wanna try me?
Good.
I want to, but I would. I had a long day yesterday.
You had a long day.
Yeah.
I got stabbed by someone's mouth.
Oh, we fixed it.
You did fix it.
95%. Aside from the massive scar in my
Yeah.
otherwise scar-filled region.
So, not much worse for wear then. So you are now all downstairs enjoying breakfast together.
What am I eating?
I don't know. What are you eating? What did you order?
Eggs
All right.
and
I
waffles.
would, you monster.
They're here for a reason, alright?
Oh, we're introducing more characterization to Raph. Lovely.
He's like eating bacon and shit, but eggs, there's a line. There is
Well,
a
I'll
line.
get eggs
They didn't even
and I'll
have a
get
chance.
veal. And
Didn't even have a chance.
It's okay to eat them when they're fully ground.
What about like crows out in nature who attack swallow nests and eat their eggs?
Well, they don't know better.
And clearly, he has problem with crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was we had a character that got the Book of Wild Darkness, and one of the flaws he rolled was irrational fear of crows.
That would go hard.
But
Yeah,
before that, we fought a man who summoned evil crows. So.
Yeah, so it fits. The guy he got the book from was like the bad crow guy.
All right, that's fair. Yeah.
But then he also got
Alright,
weakness
that
to
makes-
everything, so that was...
You guys decide which of those weapons you want to hand in.
I forgot what weapons we had.
like one of everything.
They're pretty
The only
much
one I
all
remember is the only one I remember is the rapier.
I had a
pinned.
rapier,
They're
I
all
had a
pinned.
bow. I already gave away the nunchucks.
They were pinned. Let's see. You had a bow, you had a mace, you had a little shield generator, you had a battle axe, you had a staff,
Nunchucks.
nunchucks, and you had a helmet.
Heard them all in.
We
Raven
ain't
has the
using-
nunchucks. So
I'm
that's
keeping a staff. That's all.
Yeah, we already gave him the nunchucks. All right, they get those.
But the helmet's kind of useless since well, not as useful to us since everyone has dark vision, and I think it sort of gives you dark vision, right?
I think I wrote it down. Here's my...
Because I didn't pick up any of the items, so it's all I got is the
That's-
ceremonial dagger, which I made very, very questionable decisions to get.
Yes. Yes, you did. Although it'll probably sell well. It's a pretty important little artifact there.
So I'm assuming
Nice.
Sevens wants to hold on to the staff.
And once someone buys it, whoever's gonna
See,
come try and retrieve
it's-
it won't be coming after us.
It's technological, attunement, +1 AC, advanced perception, 60 foot. Like, not dark
that's-
vision, but like, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good then, with the plus AC.
But
I
it's
don't know if you
attunement.
want to.
It does require attunement, yes.
Can you? How many items can you be attuned to?
3.
Okay. Well, did you want to keep that? Because it's metal, so I can't wear it anyway.
No, I'm good.
You don't want +1 AC with your toilet paper? This is all in. You don't want to be more armored in your toilet paper in character.
It's your job to grab them.
And I've been
Besides-
doing a great job of that so far.
I'm carrying around the Necromancy book because it's a brand new book. It's like, guys, this book has some pretty cool things. I can
Let's go to the exotic
What
pet
book is
store.
that?
Hogarth
I
kind of
haven't
raises
seen that
his
book
hand
before.
when you guys are fighting over who's gonna get the
Jack escaped me for
helmet.
doing a good job.
A man comes and sits down at your table.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh no,
What do you want?
only 7 sees him.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Alright, well, yeah,
well,
I
why don't
want
we
the
just give the helmet to Hogarth?
Yeah.
He's already too
Why
hard
don't we?
That's a helmet to Hogarth. Sound good? What does the
Shitty
shield do?
wizard battle!
Oh god, we're
What?
never gonna get out of here before lunch.
I don't think.
The man conjures up a tankard of beer and starts drinking, looking directly at you, 7.
Seven's the only one that sees him.
I notice him, but I don't say anything. So I'm waiting for someone else to say something.
I asked
Don't
Seven how
ignore-
his sleep was.
None of them seem to see him.
Don't ignore my shitty wizard battle.
What was your battle?
The ones we always have.
Oh.
Summon
Oh, yes.
precipitation water and start spraying you with it.
I make like better water gun.
No!
Him with-
You can't just say yours is better. That's not how this works.
well, you got a spray
I
bottle.
pressed
I've got a
vegetation with
gun.
Super Soaker.
So
like,
while
what
we're
one of the-
doing this, I'll slide the helmet over towards Hogarth's seat until they're done.
Alright.
So,
Alright, so then
I have
nunchucks
this
are leaving.
rapier.
Yeah, but I assume you wanted to keep that.
Any of
I mean,
you
I
paying
have
any
to try
attention
and-
to 7, roll an insight check.
Honestly,
mean,
at this point in
he's at
time,
my
I don't feel like I
table.
would be.
like my
I feel like
eyes,
we're just all talking. I'm talking
I'm
to
talking
everybody,
to them,
so-
but my eyes keep like darting to the guy at the
Exactly.
end of the table. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I probably
I'm
just at this
focused
point in
on the
time,
shitty wizard battle, yo.
I don't pay attention either.
like it's
Yep.
fine. I'm not even looking at them. I'm just like, all right, let's keep going with this thing I was doing and pretend that that's not happening.
Yeah, just give him the mace. We're not going to use that. Give him the grit battle axe. We're not going to use that.
Taxi, uncharacteristically silent this morning, seemingly very high.
Oh,
not a
sweet.
shock.
Just sort of like looking around. Let's
So
see.
We'll keep the bow, I assume.
No. Oh, wait. He has. Why does he still have disadvantage? He should not have disadvantage. What was
So
it?
he's very high.
What does the shield
Still
do?
shit.
You push a button and it opens up.
Oh no, you guys didn't figure out what the shield does.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's why we don't know what it does.
Mhm.
We don't.
The only reason Taxi was able to use it like a goddamn skateboard is because he was small enough.
Well, do you think you take a look at the 7 and see if you can
Yeah, I'll
figure it out before we
identify
hand it
it
over?
while we're eating.
No, you tried to identify
that's
it last
right, it's
time, but
magic
it-
is tech.
yeah. It's something that wouldn't show up on an identify spell.
That's right. That's right.
Why don't you use your
So-
big boy brain to look at it?
Trav?
Yeah,
You know that guy next to you?
that look next to me.
It's Hogarth. He waves.
Hogarth?
Oh,
you
there's,
feeling okay, buddy? Taxi? You feeling okay?
the end of the table, there's a weird guy there.
I think the cat might be going the way of Adamanta.
That's Zankus. You feeling
Hey.
alright?
I think it's
Maybe
feeling
I
really good. We
ate
had to sleep out last
something
night.
last-
Can I suss him out?
Oh no, I'm
Just
here.
Have a look at him and see if he's sort of looking ill or being
Sure.
poisoned by something or.
I know what he needs. I wave to the barmaid and order some wine.
Do an insight. All right. Do an insight and a medicine check.
Can I like try to mage hand the guy at the end of the table, see if it like goes through him.
14 inside
Like,
and
just
11
pushes on his
medicine.
face.
All right, so insight, you can definitely tell he is disturbed by something. You're not sure what, but his body language is definitely enough to the fact that
His tail
something's
sticking up
quite
and the
off.
hair down his back.
So
Yeah, maybe I should have had your roll nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Medicine, though, your medicine roll makes you basically determine you don't notice anything superficially wrong. It doesn't look like there's no pallor to his skin. The little bit of it that you can see, his fur seems pretty shiny.
we're gonna have to take your temperature, bud.
Bend over.
No, so I mean, because I think I've only seen Seven scared once, and that's when I turned into a wolf and he jumped onto the ceiling.
Yeah,
That's fair.
It's definitely
Any
kinda
other
like-
time he's been curious, so I'll definitely sit up and pay attention at that point. And as I see the mage hand going over and like poking something,
Does it actually
I'll-
poke him, or is it just like not do nothing?
well, I mean, I can see
No,
the mage
it-
hand, so he's going over.
Yeah, and it's going over there, and it does collide with him, but
So I'll just wave my arms around the same space because I definitely take Seven serious if he's
Your
actually.
arms
Fucking
go through
drop
him.
Fairy fire! Fairy fire!
I don't see anything, bud. What do you see?
The guy drinking.
So
Who
Uh,
are you?
can I use
What-
like since my favorite enemy is humanoids? Would I be able to see like footprints or anything like that? Like where I could see any acknowledgement of him being there?
nope,
Because I get an advantage on those kind of tracks.
nope.
This area right here. I need dex saves, baby.
Hogarth's gonna turn me blue again.
Yeah,
I hit myself with it too, so don't worry. I failed my own save. We're
That's a
blue.
12.
Taxi succeeded.
Taxi saw it coming.
What are we doing? Dex.
Uh-huh.
I'll just look at my hand. See it's on blue fire again. Look at Hogarth. Is
I'll
there a
ask him.
blue?
Who the hell are you?
Darman shouts out, "Hey, come on, no
There's
magic."
an invisible guy here.
Do we all hear it? I'm assuming.
Yes, you do hear Darman. He is literally yelling right over at you.
He's the barkeep.
Sorry, Darman. Just a minute.
Darman's the barkeep, by the way.
Okay, never mind.
It's just an illusion. See? And then like I stick my hand on my face. You know. No, we're not gonna burn down your inn. Don't worry.
Yeah,
So is there
All right.
is there an outline next to me?
nope.
Back.
So
I'll
I sort of
ask the
take-
mysterious guy who the hell he is.
All right, cat. There's no one there. I just fairy fired. All right.
My eyes aren't
Assuming it
deceiving
works.
me. Try putting on the helmet.
Give me the helmet.
You have the
I'm
helmet.
just an observer. You all have been a true delight to watch. And now
Wow.
that you have that, and you immediately feel like he is gesturing as he points to you, your immediate thought as he gestures towards you is the receptacle, that little item that you picked up from Jackus.
Mhm.
That's the first thought that comes to your mind, despite the fact that he just points at you. Now that you have that, things should get even more interesting. So keep it up, all right?
Right.
He drinks the last of his beer, stands up, walks into the pole, and vanishes.
Platform 9 3/4.
Uh,
You're right, Seven.
Harry Potter's basically Naruto.
walked into that pole and vanished.
I put on my
He
cool
said he's been
ninja
watching
helmet.
us, and I have something to do with it. A thing that I own. What is this book? I knew it was cursed.
After I've got the helmet on and the visor down, I turn to Raph. Go, Raph, I am your father.
you know that joke would be offensive if you weren't a half elf, right?
Because we all have daddy issues.
So
My dad
I don't
left
know what you're
when I
talking
was
about.
a small child.
My parents died.
Mine did too. Well, my mom did. I don't know about my dad.
Both mine did.
Ooh, ooh.
And if
Who wants to ask the fish something?
I want to ask
what,
the fish
why don't we
something.
ask the fish who that guy was?
Put the fish on the table.
Fish, who was
Alright.
that guy?
The receptacle opens up, and the little fish is there. Speaking directly to your mind, Seven, it says, "You mean the? Oh, so I assume you're talking about.
Wow,
Your
yay,
stupid
Hold on.
fish isn't answering.
Looks like this.
I'm trying to figure out how to say it in your language.
You're talking into his brain. Just say it. You would know. It's
Yeah.
mental telepathication.
You're not hearing any of this though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just looking at the fish like it's stupid, wearing my cool Samus hat that doesn't
Uh,
give me the rest of my outfit.
I'm
They-
just watching.
they
Seven
technically don't
stare at
even know who the
and
fish is.
I'm wondering if he's gonna eat it. Like, 'cause they're just,
That's a-
he's sitting there staring, and I'm like, are you gonna eat?
He's sitting there staring at a fish that proportionally looks like it shouldn't fit in that little thing, but it's essentially a scrying orb. But
That's an ugly fish.
right?
Maybe we should let it out. It'll eat everybody.
or we could eat it.
Now,
I thought about letting it free.
okay. So the fish tells you, well, I'm not sure you would know the name, but his name was Nyarlathotep.
I know who Nyarlathotep is.
Can you ask the fish to spell that?
He would know how to spell it.
You know what? Write it down.
But he only answers one question a day.
No. Yes. He answers one question every, 8 hours?
8 hours.
It hasn't been 8 hours since you asked him who the person
It's
was.
before somebody asks that, you just need to butt it. Be like, what color underwear is Taxi wearing?
Ha! No.
You don't need a fish to
Commando,
tell
my
you that.
None. None.
Exactly. Green like my ass.
So, does Seven tell us what he said? What the
Yeah,
fish said?
Fish says it's Nyarlathotep.
Does that ring any bells?
Religion checks.
Religion! I know.
I don't have fish in it, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Telling me
same.
survival wouldn't do it.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Isn't that the god of some weird cult?
Is he? Would I know that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's
You were
he's
part of
like
it for a while.
Look, man, when you're young and you're adventuring, you do stuff. Alright? You go out and you live life. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
it doesn't
I lived
surprise me.
life.
Hogarth would be a part of a cult. He seems like the type.
Shut the fuck up, Taxi.
Why can't I
Don't
find
drink the
religion?
Kool-Aid.
It's an intellect skill, right?
My taxi
Oh, yes,
voice is
it's
shit.
Yeah. Just don't try.
Is religion an intellect skill?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I can't seem to find it on my list.
Hit
Sometimes that
hit
happens.
the pencil and hit generate
Yeah.
at the bottom of the skill list. Sometimes
Do you
they
have
randomly
proficiency
disappear.
in it?
I do not. Okay, cool. That's it.
I like how Trevor mentioned that this kid may find a way to end like power shortages around the world, and you're like, neato.
It's really neat. I don't know what else to say. I don't know shit about fucking nuclear power.
Yes.
I got a 21.
Yes, Raph.
All I saw was recycling,
You-
power, sure.
You
Elon.
know. So, Raph, you know a little bit more than Hogarth because Hogarth just barely missed the 20. You would know that this cult that supposedly worships Nyarlathotep basically sees him as essentially a chaotic force in the world, just sort of does his own thing. And so you must sacrifice to appease him so that he doesn't come and ruin your stuff for no real reason.
So not.
However,
evil,
basically,
or-
people just think the cultists are crazy.
Fox, you've been taking any pamphlets from anybody lately?
No.
That's the only one who's been to the place of worship recently.
Completely different. It's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Actually, in Lovecraftian lore, this is out of character. Nyarlathotep had a lot to do with the Egyptians, so it is a pyramid scheme.
If you want to get technical,
Fair
there's
point.
pyramids in Egypt and Latin America and China and just about everywhere.
Those aren't
He was
pyramids.
there for all of them.
There are pyramids.
Those are ziggurats.
Same shit.
So Seven,
It's
just
not.
They're triangle hedrons.
Seven.
What?
Raph's asking you a question.
Yes.
so to be clear, what you're telling us is that Nyarlathotep just appeared to you and no one else, and then said something and disappeared.
Yeah. He's amused by us and what we're doing. Maybe that was.
Stop feeding the cat weed, alright? Texting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to get spells.
Blows another smoke cloud at Hogarth.
Not you fucker! Oh wait, I got my helmet on, bitch!
Exactly.
So it's probably not a good thing.
No.
Did he seem angry?
No. He was kind of neutral. Said he was amused by us and he wants to see us do more stuff.
That's
Well,
not bad, I guess.
Especially now that we have this. Might have been
Raph, do you know
talking
what
about the
this
fish. Might have been talking about the boat. Might have been talking
No, he was
about-
talking about the fish.
Yeah.
You were certain he was
Okay.
talking about the
Well, he's
fish.
talking about the fish. Now that we have the fish, it's gonna get interesting.
alright, I turn to Raph and I grab him by the shoulders and I open the visor. I'm like, Raph, do you know what this means?
What does this mean?
We're performing for gods now! And I jump on the table and start playing my
Poke him in the eyes and mage hand.
You can't stop my performing heart!
Poke. Right.
Ow!
Left your
Ow!
visor up.
Look at that 29 on that performance. Whew.
Darman isn't even upset that you're now dancing on his table. He's just impressed.
Yeah, I'm
It's
surprised the
dwarven
table's
tables,
still
right?
holding
They
up.
could probably take a beating.
Yeah.
The
tables are
we're
fine.
In are probably made out of ironwood or something.
I mean, yeah.
Woo!
So that's odd.
Very.
I
Who
guess-
this guy is?
After my performance over, I looked at Seven. I'm like, did he like it?
I shrug.
Raph enjoyed it, but really is trying not to let it show. Like he's trying to be all business.
Oh,
I shrug.
I'll sit down back in my chair. Did you like it, Zankus?
I did.
I'm sorry I got a little bit of foot in your eggs.
It's okay. I finished them.
I'll buy you more eggs. I have money now.
I'm full.
He doesn't want any more eggs.
One day I'll buy your love, Zankus. One day.
I hope you got enough money.
So,
10, 11 copper then?
so, anybody think Tengu's awake? Kind of old. He might sleep till like 6.
You're a cat. I'm pretty sure if you meow in his general direction, he'll get startled and try to fly away.
Let's try that.
It's
Let's
true.
see that old
So
bird
then-
fly.
Just to finish up what we were looking at, we're gonna keep the bow and the rapier, I assume.
And the helmet.
And the bow. And the
And
stuff.
the shield, so we don't know what it does.
Everything
a,
except the mace and the axe.
I've got a mace, yeah, and the battle axe.
Or they've already got the nunchucks. We don't care about those.
Mace
Yeah.
and the battle axe are the only thing going apparently.
I'd like to take out the shield generator and turn it over in my hands again.
All right.
Does it have anything that resembles an on button?
No. Kinda, sort of. It has what seem to be kind of buttons along the outside ring of it. However, they are not marked in any way, and they don't seem to turn it on.
Is there any sort of strap or anything that
Yes.
would imply it's meant to be carried or worn like an actual
Yes.
shield?
Yes. There is definitely a strap on the backside of it that basically it looks like a buckler. So
Okay.
a very small shield right now.
Okay. So is it so it's then made of sort of a metal or metal composite, I assume?
Yes.
This is worthless to me. Toss it across the table.
I'll grab it.
Fuck metal,
Start
says
pushing
Raph.
Buttons in different combinations.
Try wear it first.
You're gonna wear it?
Not me. No.
I want to just press the button.
If you try to put it on and then press buttons. What's the worst that could happen?
Lose an arm. Get that back. Put it on.
Then you down.
Press buttons on my arm.
You put it on your arm?
I press buttons.
Okay. I'm curious. How freely do you like release your mana?
Like just ambient.
Yes.
I would
What's your
imagine.
ambient mana like?
I would imagine it's like as natural as can be. Like I don't try to restrict it at all. It just kind of goes.
Okay.
We're not going to
So
say
then-
neighborhood bicycle.
All right. So in that case, as you slip it on, the center of it would begin to light up a bit.
Beep. Beep. Beep.
It seems like it's trying to do something, but like kind of fizzles out.
You want to try channel a spell? Like a cantrip or something?
Yeah, let me try to queue up firebolt in my hand. See what happens.
All right.
Like I'm
So-
I'm getting
We're
ready
gonna
to
get
aim
yelled
it.
at.
So as the magic, as you essentially channel the mana into your hand to do firebolt, I assume in the hand that you have the shield attached to.
Yeah.
The shield glows brighter and a circular, basically it looks like Tensor's floating disc, but coming from the shield thing itself pops out instead of the cantrip happening.
I'll, with an open hand, just slap it and see what it does.
It gets aroused.
Like I'm attacking him, kind of, boof, right on the shield.
Your attack is repelled, and a blue, like a blue sort of ripple goes across the shield.
Aha.
Neat.
So, do any of you want to keep it?
I don't
we
use
might
shields.
as well.
I can't use shields.
Yeah, I could, but
I mean,
I'm kind of a swords guy.
I didn't do the whole metal thing.
take it off, set it on the table. Like, it eats magic to make shield.
Why don't we hang on to it for a bit? Sounds like it could be useful.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, so in that case, has anyone got that weapon on them? Because I just want to try something.
Got what?
Corridors?
Yeah, I got my bow. I'll pull it out.
The psychic weapon.
Yep, I pull out my bow.
I use mine as a walking stick. Not much good for
So
anything else.
I believe the bow is used in combat is now dulled or something, right?
Mhm.
I want to take out one of the opal ingots,
All right.
kind of smush them together.
Nothing happens.
It was worth a try. And then
Yeah,
I'll put
it
it away.
works like that. Just a bunch of idiots with random shit. Let's put it together.
You don't like the troll.
I'm
cross
just-
animation.
So
I'm just reminded of the SpongeBob episode where they're trying to get rid of the paint on the dollar. Just smashing it against them.
Flop and
Yeah.
flounder, what is that?
So Ref has good ideas, just no follow through.
So I'm
There we
done
go.
eating.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I want to look for something in town. I want to look for a new cloak.
We go to the cloak shop.
Better cloak.
We got
Maybe.
green
I mean,
ones,
If we go to the birds, we're gonna get paid. So
We could go there
Yeah.
first.
kind of scared.
Don't worry, Zankus. I'm with you. I want to get you that new cloak too. I'm gonna buy your love.
You can buy my new cloak.
It's a
ah,
start.
aren't you two so sweet?
No, it's good.
Ref just gets up and walks out.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I walk with Raph because he's also my friend.
All right.
I'll leave 1 gold coin to cover all our breakfast since no one's gonna do it.
Oh no,
That's what
breakfast
I
is
had at this
included.
point.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you do.
We got the continental breakfast, dude.
Yeah. All right.
The thing is, we only got the breakfast from this continent, not any of the other ones.
That's what it means.
It's not the intercontinental breakfast.
Exactly.
I'll enter your continental, baby.
Better than the incontinence.
Incontinence. Yes.
Not to mention, there's not many continents on this world, anyways. So you all are gonna go straight to the
The house of.
hideout.
Yeah,
Then-
Zankus wants to stop by the shops on the way.
Afterwards, we can go there.
Alright, so yeah, to the hideout then.
It's like.
The crafty orc.
Dude,
That's a lie. Orcs aren't
That's
crafty.
way the hell down here. That's right.
Maybe it means like scrapbooking. Maybe it's a scrapbooking shop. The crafty orc.
Maybe.
Do
Like-
orcs do that? Is that a thing they do?
Yeah, they take pieces of skin from their enemies and scrapbook them.
Make Necronomicons.
Gotta get one of
What?
those.
Fuck are we going?
I don't know.
We're going.
I'm not
down.
moving anyone.
I was just watching where Raph was going, and I ended up way
I've had
down
a
there.
tough day yesterday.
I want to go to the tree.
So instead of going in, Raf's just gonna knock.
Well, Raven's out there waiting for you all,
Oh, hey
meditating.
Raven.
That's so Raven!
It's a future I can see.
Yeah, behind her, quiet.
I didn't need a backup singer, alright?
Okay, sorry.
Oh my god!
What?
I just realized how I unintentionally fucked.
Huh?
Do you not remember? She had a vision that you guys were in
Oh, yeah.
trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Yeah.
I swear that was not intentional. I did not make her have visions of the future on purpose.
Well, you did.
Well, yes,
Didn't
but not
mean-
the naming. That's I don't know if I hate myself or congratulate myself.
Confused.
Alright, Raven, we got your stuff.
Morning, Raven.
Good morning. I assume you all slept well?
No.
Very well.
Good.
Shall we?
Ogros like eating cheese bread as you guys talk.
She opens the door and leads you into the thing again. Once more, you head down. And
I fall asleep at the bottom of the stairs.
Not because of any magical spell, just need a nap.
I didn't get catnap. Sucks. Just randomly cast out people.
Adamantis here.
That bitch is dead!
oh, there she goes.
She disappeared. As I had visions of the past when we were here. When I walked in, I could see everybody sitting around the table.
All right, you're all let in. Tengu is brought out by Raven, who sits at the table. He offers you all drinks as he did last time.
Morning, Tengu.
I don't
Good
drink.
morning.
Isn't
I
it a little
assume.
early for alcohol?
Are my eyes open?
Yes.
Then it's not too early.
All right.
But they never closed them. Does that make a difference?
Yeah, I don't sleep. I
Just
meditate.
Oh, shit, that's right.
I just stare at the wall. I just stare at the wall for 4 hours. Thank
I
you
watch
about the
you
next
sleep.
time I get to drink.
Oh my god, he did watch you sleep.
Yes.
Because he only has to do it for 4 hours.
And I sleep with my penis out, which means you do want me.
No, I would assume I went and took a stroll through the woods. Maybe some
Checked on that door
gathered some
we
herbs.
made.
Is that what they call it when you feel your best friend's penis while he's asleep? Taking a stroll through the woods?
Yeah.
I think that
Who
only
said anything
counts if
about
there's, like-
friends?
I think that only counts if there's like at least 3, because you need woods.
Woods.
True.
So at this point, Raph would just, without not phasing him at all anymore, just pull out his report,
Mistake.
Whoa,
What?
pull out what?
the report,
Oh.
and the copies of the sketches and that kind of thing, and slide them across the desk to Tengu.
All right. He pulls out a set of reading glasses and puts them on and starts reading it over.
So at this point, I'm assuming the rest of them are just going to continue pulling their normal shit while he reads it.
I wouldn't be surprised. We just
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
I'm gonna
Sync
ruffle
his
through the
phone, do that.
papers and books over here.
Is it because I come on too strong?
Yeah.
If you could, please, I would greatly appreciate if you would not go through those. There are some sensitive documents over there.
I don't care about your documents. I'm looking for magic.
Why do you sound like you've been smoking for 20 years straight with no stop?
I
Actually lights a cigarette.
Oh. Well, you see.
I immediately stop paying attention as he talks.
I had a bit of an incident when I was younger. Hurt my throat. In
Sucking
fact-
all that cock, huh?
Dennis?
Look, we're getting paid to do a job. I can cut up with you. I don't care.
So with the now that I know at least that, would I be able to notice any physical scars or anything like that on Tengu?
They're mostly covered up by feathers, but yes.
I turned to
There's a
Zink and
wound.
said,
There's a wound on his throat.
He flirts with her. Touches
And
her. Are you
also-
okay?
And also seemingly some strange little runes on the wound.
Wound ruined.
Probably that enable him to talk.
Mhm. That's why his voice is monotone. Magic speak, basically.
Wow.
So
All
then, I'll wait just until he's done reading.
So as he goes over the report, once he gets to a certain point, you do see that he becomes visibly perplexed, it seems, and a little bit worried.
Us too.
Immediately when I see that look on his face, I'm like, me too.
It's been a hell of a time.
So, I went over Raven's report last night. It seems to corroborate well with this, but the most interesting thing here that jumps out at me is
The two undead
you
that attacked
say
him?
no. You say Aaron Tamano attacked you.
Yep.
That he was
He committed suicide in front of our face.
Homicidal suicide.
I'm sorry.
He
Killed
shot
himself.
himself.
He murdered someone that he said was himself, but obviously it was someone else. Therefore, I'm pretty sure he's just a murderer.
Well, Aaron was the scout that went missing.
Oh,
Well, that's a shit show.
Well, he's dead.
yeah. He's a pretty bad scout.
What can you describe his capabilities to me? The scout that went missing.
The
Gotta go.
scout that went missing.
What was his capabilities? Did he lean sort of towards the martial arts, towards the divine?
He was much more of a roguish type. But we found Aaron not that long ago. He says he wasn't native to this land. We offered him a place among our ranks because he proved himself. He had a strange weapon that he never let any of us look at
Oh, I mean that's
or examine. Yes. How did...
remember he's dead.
Oh.
One of them is.
Yeah, one
I'm
of
sorry
them.
for your loss.
But this description of his abilities is well beyond anything that the Aaron I know would have been capable of.
Hey, Taxi.
Obviously, you didn't know him.
Taxi, show him
The wound.
the cutlet.
No.
Eh? What are you talking about?
Sword you got from the guy.
Oh, right, that. Pulls out the sword.
Let Tengu,
Don't
let
touch it.
Tengu hold it.
Don't touch it, Tengu. If you touch it, it'll make you explode.
Raph, you're no fun.
Yeah, I know. Big old party pooper, not wanting to kill the guy who pays us.
We've got forgot to do payment first.
Yeah, I mean, getting the payment first would be nice.
So no, but this came from the
The guy.
if we call him the future Aaron Tamano. Or
Rift
the alternative
Walker.
timeline, the Rift Walker. This is the cutlass that he wielded.
I see. Yes.
But-
This seems similar to the one that Aaron used, but
Weird, because this isn't the actual one he had. It's the one he took from himself through a portal.
Yeah,
There was some magic bullshit.
Lots of magic.
it was a bunch of magic bullshit.
I see.
Lots
That
of magic bullshit, and I don't really get it, and it
That's-
kind of makes me grumpy.
I tried to get him to teach it to me. Just ignored me.
Aaron was rather antisocial, but a kind man.
That was it.
Yeah, this guy executed somebody, so I'm going to go ahead and say kind probably wore off.
He was really patient.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But he wasn't. Fuck that.
Yeah, he was kind of a douche.
He was an errant tomato.
arrogant
the
tomato.
one that got shot was really scared.
Yeah.
And then the one who did the shooting was really douchey.
I'm afraid
Because,
things
you
aren't
know,
looking
he
good
shot
for
a
your
guy who was scared.
This is indeed a problem.
Probably.
All right. Raven, I agree with their assessment. Put out an APB on Aaron Tamano. If anyone is to come into contact with him, they are to retreat immediately and report on his whereabouts.
And he also makes sure to alert Jackus because he claimed responsibility for the unstable rifts outside of town. And he also indicated that he was going to be continuing whatever work was causing those rifts, so you can expect more rifts to pop out, and you wouldn't want someone to be hurt accidentally.
Agreed. Now then, you say that this tomb apparently is a resting place for Illithid.
Greater Illithid.
Both. A lot of crypts.
I see.
Try to break them. Open them. They just blow blue and hurt you.
Yep.
But it seems like when the final defenses were triggered that it did awaken them.
I see.
Yeah, we kind of blotted it off and ran away, so it's not our problem anymore.
Well then, I will have guards posted immediately there.
Just have
In
Jack's
fact,
number.
Raven,
He's a strong
Nuke.
mage.
an entire... You realize that mountain range is right next to this town, right?
We were there.
The
Yep.
ecological disaster alone would be...
You don't gotta, like, rain nukes down. Just send a nuke into the cave.
Large
Did your
scale
divination
spells.
find? Sorry.
Jack is good. He's smart.
Yeah, but the also make sure there aren't any back doors.
Yeah.
So Raven leaves to go inform guards to be posted there.
Write down a note. Learn Japestone.
Fair enough. And you also encountered these two homunculi, yes?
Encountered.
Yeah,
before.
Yeah,
they weren't really that tough. Compared to, like, the Lithid things. Yeah, we
So
didn't
you
even get to
met.
fight the... No, we didn't even get to fight an Illithid. That's how tough they were.
I see. Did you even see them?
Well, we saw their little, like, tentacle babies in the jars. Did you guys mention the tentacle babies in the jars?
Yes, that's in the report.
Alright, cool. Yeah, yeah, we didn't even fight those. They just kind of, like, tried to do brain stuff to us when we opened the jars. So we closed the... Yeah, so we closed the jars. Gave me a really bad headache.
Tengu takes off his glasses and rolls up the parchment that the report is written on, and ties it off.
Hits Hogarth with it. Bad Hogarth.
Hogarth's all the way on the other side of the table. It's not worth it.
He shadow steps because he's a shadow monk.
I did not hit back button. And
Oh dear.
everything's gonna break.
Yep.
So
Now everything's
then,
broken.
Thank you. I think it's also time to talk about unless you have any more questions.
No.
Hey, fix
This information seems to be rather complete. I will go over it within my own time, compare it against some other information that Raven was able to procure and the information I already have.
Alright.
I'd go make a better door for that place.
Hey, I made
Whatever's
a
in there
pretty
can
damn
dig.
good door for that.
Yeah, but it's still dirt.
Still dirt. That's fair. You didn't like petrify the dirt or anything.
It's excavated half of the mountainside. But other than that,
They'll come out of it.
yeah.
They'll just
So,
use their mouth, hands, and go.
So, there is the subject of payment now.
Yeah,
Sure.
So then I'll just reach into the back
Money!
pocket, start just pulling out weapons and poof on the table. Boof, sacrificial dagger,
I start playing Money by Pink
Nice.
Floyd.
battle axe.
Oh.
So we lost Flavor.
Really?
Yeah, it went black.
Lost
I
you.
lost all of you guys too.
I might just need to hit reconnect.
Everything's just going shitty.
That happens. But it was.
It was working and now it's gone. Because Roll20 hates us, I guess.
We're gonna barter with this guy. 1 million gold.
So
Look.
I'll put those out on the table. And then I'll put 6 opal ingots out on the table.
Alright.
Oh yeah, do I have some opal ingots too that I could put out, or did I give them all to Wrath? I thought I
I'm
gave them
pretty
all
sure
to
you
Wrath.
put them into the bag of holding.
Yeah, you
so-
gave them to me, I think. So I
Yep.
have 12 total.
There you go.
So and ask him if he's interested in the ingots.
These are quite interesting. You found these in their... What exactly did you find them in?
Box.
Hmm,
One,
Like a
one of the
cardboard box.
telepathic chests, I believe.
I see.
Then I'll also take out 2 pounds of uncut gems and lay them on the table.
He starts examining them. Hmm. These are of a rather fine quality. I wonder why they would be there.
I put 5 coins on the table.
He's paying us 7, not
The old coins.
The old coins. I see. So it is quite an old tomb then. Those coins haven't been used in a good 500 years at least.
The valuable.
Hmm. Now then. Sort of leans back a little bit in the chair.
You're a collector by choice. I collect things. Like secret.
I believe we agreed on payment of 500 platinum.
Did we?
I don't know. Each, it was 500 platinum each, wasn't it?
those are
Correct.
terms, but then negotiable based on extras, if we can put it that way.
Correct.
It was a lot dangerous.
So you have deposited to him the opal ingots, which he does seem interested in. The bow, or not the bow,
I can
the,
send you a list if you
the
can use it.
mace, the battle axe, and that's it.
I'll send you a list.
Okay.
Actually, if he's interested in them, I'll go ahead and put the other 6 on the table as well. The opal ingots.
Well, he seems more interested in that he doesn't know what they are. More than anything.
So I'm just putting together the list for my notes here.
Yeah.
And I'll also make sure to mention that the nunchucks that Raven has.
Alright. Okay. So with that, right, yes, and 5 gold coins. So with that, he would up Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh. So he will bump up the payout. So 500 platinum each, and then an additional, with all of that, he will add in an additional 100 platinum.
It's 100 each.
And information.
And information, true. He definitely seems open to barter.
almost died a couple times.
Yeah. You read the report, right?
Yes. Does an additional 100 platinum each seem unreasonable?
You know the concept of hazard pay, right?
A fair point.
Yeah,
I'll pull over my shirt to expose the giant scar.
still has some shit in it. 'Cause I never cleaned it out.
I cleaned it out this morning.
Yeah,
In the
you
river.
went and took a bath. Very well. Then how about an additional 300 platinum?
I look around the table.
Sure.
That's fine with me.
Hogarth?
Hogarth's fine with Tangle.
What?
Okay.
I had to go
So you-
pee. I came back. What?
Are you good with the 500 original plus 300 extra?
Plat? The extra 300 plat? Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, totally.
We have a deal.
All right.
Cool.
Very well then. As Raven walks back in after having come from telling guards, good, Raven, you're back. Could you please fetch 800 platinum apiece for these fine gentlemen?
And as that's happening, Rat's just thinking to himself, these motherfuckers are loaded.
Yeah, right. I think we share that thought.
Just share a look across the table.
How much more could we have gotten?
I don't know what the rest is. I don't know what the fuck to do with 800 platinum pieces.
I'm gonna
I've
buy
never
a
had
library.
one platinum piece.
Now, you two. He points at you, Ref, and you, Taxi. I believe there was also a bit of information that you wanted us to make disappear. Yes.
Well, part of it was to make me disappear, so to speak. But I'm not so sure I even need that anymore. But what I really want to know is my father dead?
I see.
About 3 to 5 weeks.
Well,
Wait, we
Just
can
sign
ask-
up to Ancestry.com.
Wait. Hogarth gets like really intrigued. He's like, wait, we can ask you guys questions about our parents?
I'm sorry.
I look at Hogarth and said, they're connected to the information networks.
I own an
Probably every
information
city
network.
around here. Well
I
enough.
want to know who my dad is.
I'll just look at Tengu and raise my eyebrows.
I apologize. Hogarth, was it?
Yes.
But I do not have any information on who your father is.
I got that guy.
I'm sure that's something you could find out.
I'm sure we could dig around. For a fee, of course.
How much?
800 platinum.
Well,
Yeah.
normally our information fees come to, depending upon the amount of coercion that's required, they normally come out to be
They take favors as payment. When they need you, they'll call.
well, we could do that if you would prefer.
How much money do I owe you? It's-
Glub, glub.
A single platinum.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll throw that across the table to him. There you go.
You don't even have platinum yet. Raven hasn't come and.
I have 1 platinum I found at that I got from performing.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I flick my platinum.
and Raven comes back with basically a box full of very large coin purses and begins tossing them across the table to all of you.
I'll give the a little heft for weight, like I know what the hell 800 platinum pieces would
You
actually
can't pick
feel
it
like.
up. Don't lie. You can't pick it up.
Now,
She sits it in your lap and your knees shatter.
oh, we did have one more when we struck this deal. How'd that pay?
Wait, we did?
Yeah, you know the dragon we threw away?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not here. No reward.
Is that what we agreed on? I thought we agreed, like, even fallen comrades, they get their pay. And we would split it amongst the party.
Grievance pay.
Grievance pay. There you go.
Samantha. Hmm. She
So you
overslept.
never answered my question, thank you.
Correct. I did not.
On purpose.
Not on purpose. He was cut off.
Yeah, I got excited.
Also, I'm trying to remember exactly the backstory. Not gonna lie.
Taking notes is good.
Yes, it is, but there we go. Right. Yes. Yes, your father is alive.
Okay. Okay. Where is he now?
And I'm sorry.
Where is he now?
Unfortunately, the rest of the Silver Claws have taken him, well, I suppose into custody is not exactly the appropriate word.
The pack?
No.
So you said the Silver Claws.
Correct. You know who I'm referring to.
Fuck. Do you know where?
No. They are being very secretive about their locations. It's been difficult to gain much, if any, information from their holds, so to speak.
Are they still after me?
Yes. From what we can gather, it's why they took your father into custody.
Who do I need to kill?
That's a very good question. One that I think only you can answer.
Do you have any other information for me?
Only that your father disappeared 13 days ago.
That's soon.
Yes.
So I haven't seen him for years. He must be trying to flush me out.
I'd be flushing.
If they capture him and I know about it, what's the first thing that I'm gonna do? You guys know me well enough.
Get my.
Something like that. So you let me know if you find any more leads, Tengu?
Yes.
Anything I can sniff down?
As of now, I would recommend that you hold off on any rash actions.
Sorry, just a second.
The only
Yep.
actions Raph does are Raph act.
Ah! Oh no, my tablet!
Ah!
Oh, my nuts!
Ah!
John broke his neck.
I did not. You shut your whore mouth, Nick.
Sorry, I'm back. Just a second at the baby.
You have a
Yeah.
baby? No.
That's new.
A lot has happened in a week.
When were
So-
you going to tell us about this?
So,
The
I
purple
know you
girl
don't
comes
know
back.
me well, Tengu, but I don't do that very well.
I see. Well then,
You gonna keep digging for me?
we can try. Naturally, from here on out, it will be normal price.
I think we can come to an arrangement. Then at that point, Raph will just sort of sit in his chair and stare at the wall.
All right.
Start.
Yeah, Taxi breaks his gaze from rooting through the bag of coins and goes and looks over at Tengu. He's like, "Oh yeah, what about me?"
I'm going to Vegas.
Yes, we've managed to cover your trail. You shouldn't be followed, but we can only do so much. Naturally, there were likely opposing spies that could determine your whereabouts if given the appropriate time frame. Well, that's fine with me. I got 800 platinum, and that's enough to start my own band of thieves. So if they want to get at me, they'll have to go through all them.
All right.
So it's nice seeing y'all, but I'm gonna go and spend some of this new fortune.
All right. You have fun, Taxi.
Bye.
Raph just almost doesn't really take it in. Just kind of gives a
Well then,
I kind of put a hand on Raph's shoulder and
from across the table.
I have really long arms. Really long arms.
Yeah, we
Hand
hands.
on his shoulder.
Yowie hands. I've got some yowie hands, bro. No, the mage hand's doing something else that you guys shouldn't worry about.
Peeking.
It's in his pocket.
Stealing.
I'm gonna kill
Taxi's move.
every single one of those motherfuckers.
I couldn't hear what you said, Raph. What?
I'm gonna kill every single one of those motherfuckers.
Be right back. Need to pee.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. You're like my family. I
Like,
got your back.
hire people to do that. Messy.
That's not how this kind of situation. No.
No one that we would know was clean.
Just took a bath.
7. Not now. Oh, we're laughing? Then yes, 7. Keep going.
So what are you guys planning to do now?
Find my dad and kick his ass for leaving my mom to be sick and die. Find your dad and save him.
I'll go find some more work.
Why don't you work with us?
If the money keeps coming up like this, you best believe I might.
Zenkis, we're friends.
Well, I don't have any leads to chase on where he is right now.
How about
I'd-
we buy a bunch?
Shopping spree!
Yeah, see if we can get some magic gear.
No, I know a certain fiery guy got stuff.
Yeah, we can go back to those goblins and see if they got better swords that do this cool trick.
Yes.
I could just see Seven just walking into Jackass, slamming 800 platinum on the table and going, I want all the magic.
Hold
Look here, bitch!
Give me all of your magics.
I want them all! Also, fun fact, next level, Hogarth gets a second attack around. So I'd be hit, then bonus action hit when I'm dual wielding.
That's what I can do now.
That's very good.
I
So
can
are you a
teach
full
you.
caster?
I'm half.
There you go.
I can teach you how to hit and hit.
We can roleplay it, that's how he learns. He has a good fighting teacher. And Raph teaches him magic.
Hey,
And Raph will
Because
help
he's
you
a
kick
young
your
guy,
dad's ass,
he's learning. Yeah? So I think that would make sense. His best friends are teaching him.
Yeah.
And Seven's his rival.
wait, what?
You're his Sasuke.
I mean, we kind of like have that set up. It's like playful, you know, playful. Not like Sasuke and Naruto, like Gary and Ash.
I want you to fuck me. Have you seen that?
I want you to fuck me, Gary.
No.
Fuck me.
It was Naruto and Sasuke. He's like, I want you to fight me, and they bleeped out fight. So it's like, I want you to me.
Nice.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
You did show the first kid?
Oh, there's an amazing little comic that goes, Sarada asks Sakura, Mom, who was your first kiss? Naruto.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Naruto?
Dad, who was your first kiss?
No.
Also Naruto.
I don't remember Naruto being Sakura's. I didn't watch the show very long though, so I can't.
Oh, well, then ship it in spoilers. Anyway.
I don't
Okay.
care.
It's been out long enough. There's no such thing as
Yeah.
spoilers.
I think
That's
I have.
fair.
I think Cameron bitched about it for a while.
She basically does CPR on him.
Medical jutsu.
Although it's honestly kind of weird because she does it even weirder, and instead of like compressing the heart through like the chest, she literally cuts into him and
Grabs it.
squeezes his heart. Yeah.
Yep.
And pumps it. It's
You gotta
very
do what you
strange.
gotta do, man.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Is Raph back?
Raph, you're looking for somebody, right?
Yeah.
Give us a few days, Raph, and I'm sure we'll have some leads on where you should go.
That sounds good.
Get another second opinion.
About?
There's magic to find people.
I'm pretty sure that's part of Tengu's
Yeah.
wheelhouse.
I did.
I'd hope so.
Alright, cool. Making sure. Is that cool with you?
Seems like Tengu and Jack is
Yeah.
tied at the hip at the best of
Awesome.
times.
Maybe.
So that gives me a couple days to prepare.
And I'm gonna spend a couple days trying to learn shit.
That's fair.
I'm gonna fill my book. Maybe get another one.
You look like you could use, I don't know, some relaxation.
What?
I pull out my loot.
You pull out your mage hand.
I would recommend heading over to Rowdy Harry's. It's a very nice spa.
You
Help you.
family.
Decompress from all you've done.
There's only one thing.
Let's
that's gonna
go
help
to
me
the
decompress.
spa. Let's go to the spa.
Very well. Just call it concern from a friend.
I appreciate that.
Lawyer?
Your boss can be concerned about you.
Well,
My
yeah,
boss is overly concerned about me.
Now,
everybody's
If-
concerned about you, Sean.
there are no other matters
Yeah.
to discuss here. I have other things that require my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raph will just kind of.
Yeah, like looking for my dad,
out
and I
in a
do
daze.
the point to my eyes, then point back to his. And looking for Raph's dad. Raph's dad's in trouble. Mine's just a douchebag.
He's about to be in trouble.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's the plan, isn't it?
yeah, he's about to be in trouble. We're gonna rough my dad up, unless he's dead. In which case, I'll kind of feel bad about thinking bad about him this whole time. As we're walking out, I kind of turned to Raph. I'm like, Raph, I didn't even care about learning who my dad was until I could.
Hey, Hogarth,
Weird.
Yeah.
if your dad's dead,
Yeah.
got a book for that.
Oh,
What-
you
what book?
you disgusting little cat. He got a necromancy
It's a
book.
book of healing
Wait,
magics.
what?
He's talking about raising my dad from the dead, like as a walking corpse.
It still just doesn't quite process that anyone would actually want to do that. So obviously
Alright,
you must be joking,
Weird.
trying to cheer me up.
Healing magic.
Healing magic.
They heal me.
All right. So you all are 800 platinum richer.
I'm gonna place what I care about.
Bed.
Okay, second place.
Hold up a second. My headphones are dying.
That sucks. That's why mine has a wire. I feel weird walking around the house with headphones on, so I don't fit. I got a wired.
There we go.
Trevor loves walking around the house with his headset on.
Well, they both do it. You know, she's always talking on her phone or her watch or something, and he's always talking in his earbuds or his headset. You know,
Yeah.
it's just the way they work.
She was super excited about the fact she can cook 2 strombolis at once yesterday.
she was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!"
I
It's
don't
a
know why
fucking
she
double
just,
oven from like
I
the
don't know why she
70s.
just wanted to announce it to me though. She didn't care about you. She was like, Sean, this is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yes. By the way, there is a deity for bards. That would be Pan.
Sweet. That's my boy then.
Yep.
I don't worship him yet. That's what about talk to Raph about. Raph, what do you know about the gods?
The thing most normal stuff that most people are schooled in.
I didn't quite hear that. What?
The normal kind of thing that most people are schooled in.
Magic. That's what I was.
Meanwhile, the holy house is literally like a short walk away.
It's not a short enough walk away.
It's
walking by at a
Alright.
point.
Is there any reason you ask?
I want to be the best bard. Like, I know people have this dream. Like, they want to be the best bard in the world, and they go and perform and learn and all that.
do you want to be the very best that no one ever was?
Yes. I want to be the greatest bard. I want other bards to sing stories about how good of a bard I was. And I'm trying to find help with
Riffs
that.
are rubbing.
I'm really good. Like, not to toot my own horn, but you've seen my performances. I've seen that little toe tapping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Made it.
He was
climbing
squishing
over
a
a wall
spider.
and getting lost for a couple seconds, getting sidetracked.
That's my goal in life, is
Made
to
it.
be something my mother would be proud of. And I feel like an entertainer who brings smiles to people's faces would be that.
Alright, so that's sort of making you think about gods? Like a
Yeah.
patron?
Yep, a patron. That's the word.
Well, so I'll lead Hogarth over to the Holy House. Did I
Alright.
see anyone, any sort of, did it basically have the majority of the major pantheon in there?
Hmm.
So at least I'll also,
You would have the entirety of the Pantheon in there.
okay, so I'll
It's a small town.
also make it a point to show him Fenrir. Not Fenrir,
Yorm.
Yorn, sorry.
Basically, Yorm's avatar is Fenrir, so it's alright.
So what's Yorm about?
Pretty much this exact sort of things that you would expect.
Like I like blink at you. I don't expect.
Well, if
I
you
know
think
the
about,
name. I don't know much about him.
basically, you think about the wilds and the druids and the things that they protect. He's the king, might be the right word, of all the beasts of the field. I almost can't quite explain it.
Someone notices you struggling and walks over to you. From what you can gather, this seems to be what you would essentially consider the quote-unquote father of this holy house. Welcome. I
Father.
see you are trying to pay tribute to Yorm, yes?
Paying tribute's no issue. It's putting into this tongue exactly. You'd probably be a better person to explain the feeling of it.
Ah, you wish to understand better what Yorm represents.
Well, to explain it to Hogarth, at least.
I see.
I understand
Welcome,
it's a
Hogarth.
feeling, it's not a thought.
Welcome, Hogarth. If you are interested in Yorm, Yorm is the grand beast of the animals and the earth, the one who gives life to the very earth itself. He is that which embodies nature and the wilds. He is, in essence, that which breathes in the forest, that which sleeps among the mountains. Yorm is very much so the earth itself.
Raph just kind of waves his hand like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Just,
So I put my hand on Rav's shoulder. I'm like, you did good. You did good.
thank you.
All right, I got you. That's Yorm. Nature. Nature's nice. Nature's musical. That's where the birds are.
Well, Yorm is half of nature, at least. He
Right.
is
Better off.
he is somewhat opposed to Aldrich, the grand fae of the water and the ocean, the being that swims beneath the waters, the spirit of ocean life and that which does not walk upon the earth.
He's kind of a dick.
Oh yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
The
Continue.
priest seems to trying to be holding himself back from sort of reprimanding you, Raph.
Just give him a wink.
Yes, Aldrich and Yorm do not have the greatest of relationship. However, they both embody the two sides of nature. One that of the land, the other of the sea.
All right. Is there any like singer guys? entertainers.
Ah, you seek Pan, the crafter of creativity and muse.
Yeah.
He leads you over to exactly what you'd expect. It's a satyr playing a pan flute statue.
Nice.
Yes, Pan is the musical force amongst the world. The one who gives meaning to the songs and performances of bards. The one who inspires those to create. He is a true master of that which is creative and shares this freely.
I'll pull out my lute and start to play it. Do I feel like any kind of
You feel a sense of calm wash over you as you perform, and you realize that
Your string
you didn't
breaks.
you didn't think that you did quite well, but however, as you perform, you find the sort of serenity coming over you and allowing you to think of things that you never would have thought of before. Combinations of chords and sounds that you didn't realize could sound well together.
Techno country.
Yeah.
Take a +2 to performance rolls for one whole day.
nice.
Dun, dun,
Nice.
At this point, Raph's sitting sort of under the Yorm statue, just sort of at its feet. Foot trying not to tap, but failing.
That felt good. I like
Raph.
that.
Raph, you would also notice that the statue is sort of like once more bending down to look at you.
I absolutely reach up and give him a scritch.
Scritch.
Scratch. It's a good little scratch around the ears. Just without even thinking about it, as if this was an actual, just not even like
As normal.
realizing really that it's happening. Just like kind of reflexing. It's scratch.
Guess it's a good thing that the other guys are enraptured with Pan. All right. Alrighty. that
I'll
is bad.
put 2 gold pieces on his altar and then bow before walking off. I thank
Alright.
the father.
Of course, my child. You are welcome back any time. I'm sure Pan would greet you with open arms.
Yeah. I gave him a thumbs up.
As Raph gets up to go, he's going to slip a platinum piece out of his pouch and do the thing, where you put, like if you're giving a taxi driver a coin or whatever, you put it in your palm, you shake their hands, and you leave the money with them.
Mm-hmm.
Do that basically and thank him, shake his hand, leave the plat with him, and walk out.
Okay. All right. As you walk out, you see he seems to be quite surprised and very happy with the platinum.
He's like, I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Look at all these guys.
I'll take my 25% tax. Mhm.
And Raph just seems a little bit more at peace now.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of which, nature and survival, take +1s to those for a day.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
To Akanagalawa.
Yes. So
Yeah.
while you were all doing that, the cat went off to Jackus because, of course, he did.
EFFs.
Can't
You
you just
are-
rent a room there or something?
You are greeted
Also-
once more by a gargoyle, and however, Jackus does not come down immediately this time. Instead, the gargoyle asks you what your business is.
Yes.
Some BFFs.
Business is yes. All of it.
I don't know what that means.
Well, two things. I want to see if Jackus can set up one of those time thingies for me.
Temporal distortion.
Yeah. So I can fill my
why?
spell book.
Oh,
It takes time to learn these things.
right.
Don't-
No. I get what you're saying, Kitty Cat.
You know how this works. You've been around him.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. All right. Let me go check. Gargoyle flaps its stony wings, phases basically through the ceiling, and the stairs once more appear down as Jackus comes down. Says, "Ah, it's you! Welcome back. What is it that I can do? Oh, right, the temporal distortion. Why?
Learn
I want
magic.
to learn.
I see.
All the magic.
I
Well,
got money.
I don't normally do that unless I have something rather important going on that I need to get to, say, making the bags of holding for you all. But I suppose
It's
if you
not as important as this.
if you were willing to help me out as an assistant, so to speak, for the time period.
You're
I
about
would
to
be-
have sex with this man.
That sounds like a win-win.
I mean, he is literally hot. So,
Do the curtains match the drapes? Time to find out.
ow!
Fire! Oh. Looks like it's gonna get hot in here.
Ow. Anyway. Yes, I suppose I wouldn't mind. What exactly kind of speed were you looking for?
I don't know. I'd like to get as much in as little time as I can get. Sky's the limit. Oh, money's
No. Localized to this tower, and any further than that, and
Oh yeah.
oh, the damage it could wreak on the world.
Physical
Anyway.
space. Metaphorical space. The answer is yes.
Let me see. He reaches into a little pouch on the side of his belt and pulls out a very large. Clearly, this is some sort of holding bag of some sort, because he pulls out quite a large scroll from it, unrolls it a little bit, not even the full amount of it, barely even a quarter. And he starts looking over it. I have the components to be able to. I have the components to be able to create a temporal distortion that could last. Yes, if we used all of these. Pulls a little string at the top of the scroll, and it all furls back up. I could probably do one that gives us about a month or so in a good week.
About 2 weeks and 2 days.
Oh, easy.
That seems a little more. A week. I don't know what could happen in a week outside. might be dangerous.
Yes, I suppose 2 weeks and 2 days. That sounds fine.
I need to send a message to my boys. Let them know.
Oh, do you?
Okay.
Do you have anything that would connect you to them?
I've got this law that raft.
Oh, perfect. A sign of favor, then. Yes, yes. Let me see. Alright, so he's going to take it from you and sprinkles some weird rainbow dust over it. It begins to glow yellow, and he passes it back and says, "There you are. Just speak into it."
Raft,
What
can you
the
hear me?
fuck?
Hey.
Yeah, you hear Seven's voice coming from the silver claw around your neck.
I'll take it off looking good and say, "What the fuck did
Hey.
you do, Seven?
Inside your thing. Oh,
What did you do?"
my Jack's sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Message,
alright.
Magic.
What's up?
I'm gonna stay here for a couple days. Learn a couple things.
Okay. Awesome.
Just don't leave without me.
Thanks for letting me know. You planning on coming with me?
I just gotta learn a
Alright,
couple
man.
things first.
I appreciate it.
We might need some firepower.
Oh, we're gonna need some firepower.
You wanna come learn too? Know anything about druids, Jackie?
Druids are nature magic. I don't like nature magic. Nature magic's boring.
Did I hear any of that?
Not much. You could kind of hear it muffled.
Like when somebody yells in the
Boring.
background of a
Nature.
cell phone.
Exactly.
No, I've got other preparations to make in the next couple days.
And I'll be helping you.
You guys are really gonna do this with me?
Of course. I told you. I only have 2 family members in this world. An ex-alcoholic old man who watches my house, and you.
Zancass?
Oh, I didn't assume I was with you guys.
I told you you're with us like 5 times!
Well, I didn't go to the temple with you guys.
So before that, it was like 5 times.
Well, I'll ask Zancass later.
Where are you? What are you
I was
doing?
gonna go. I said I wanted a cloak.
Right.
Shopping.
So you were going to
I'm
go
shopping.
straight there? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you would have gone to the Cat's Weave.
Alright, Seven, we'll catch up with you in a couple days then. Enjoy yourself.
Jack. He doesn't blow me up.
I'm sure you can put you back together.
I don't guarantee that you won't be blown up.
It's probably safer with you than he is with me.
I do know quite a bit of necromancy, though, so you'll probably be fine.
Two. So, I get free reign over, I get poached.
I mean, some of them you will not understand, but sure.
If you stare at them long enough, you'll
Yeah, if I
eventually.
stare
learn.
at it long enough, they'll come into my.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
Aren't books TVs? You open it and the visual pop up.
So now what you're talking about is just Harry Potter books.
I'm sure there's a spell for that.
There should be.
That would be dope.
See, my
Doesn't matter
plan-
the language.
My plan is to first spell, learn haste, and then learn all the other ones.
Learn haste.
Yeah, free actions. I don't want to do the math right now.
That's fair.
I'll do-
Do the math later.
That's gonna be.
So Zancass, as they went off to the temple, you would have headed over to the Cat's Weave, where you would have been greeted by this lovely lady. Hold up a sec. For the load. There she is.
Tai Chi. No.
Literally.
Hello.
Hello. I am Aura of Kindness. Welcome to the Cat's Weave. How may I help you?
I wanted to see what kind of magical items you had.
I have some magical armaments, but not too many. What precisely were you looking for?
Something to wear, maybe a cloak.
I see. What precisely were you looking for the cloak to do, so to speak?
Look baller.
Style. No. Just nothing in particular, just kind of glancing at the moment.
I see. Very well. Let me go see if I have any magical cloaks. One moment. She disappears back into a back room, leaving you to kind of marvel at all the wonderful craftsmanship of these clothes. Like, this is not a poor man's clothes shop. These are nice clothes.
Good thing I just got paid.
Like, you would expect nobles to be wearing some of this stuff.
Except it's not combat focused. It's all just fancy thread count, tassels, and sequins.
Well, no, there is armor as well.
What kind of stuff do I see?
You would see very nice purple, red jackets, pretty hats, armor of varying types, mostly leather stuff, although there is some metal stuff. The metal is much less common, though. A couple shields, although those seem to be mostly paired with armor sets more than anything. And there are a couple that are just sort of on their own, but seem to be because someone didn't want to buy the shield along with a previous armor set. Basically, if you had to guess, this is where people in the upper class come to get their fashion.
Neat. I just kind of wander around looking at everything while I wait.
All right. One thing that does catch your eye is a crumpled old hat that looks very out of place compared to everything else, because it seems quite old and not really taken care of like the rest of it.
What's the deal with this hat?
She's not back yet.
Oh, I'm just kind of looking at it like I want to inspect it if I can.
All right. What exactly are you doing to inspect it?
I'm just kind of like looking at everything, lifting the. What's it look like? Is it like a top hat? Just so I can.
Yes,
get
it is a top hat, like a crumpled old top hat that's doesn't really have anything to keep it.
Like a buckle on it, or just.
It has a buckle on it, but whatever. I don't know what they put inside of top hats to make them stand up, but
Mercury.
Really?
whatever that is, it's basically crumpled and isn't holding up well.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna like move the brim around, maybe mess with the actual top of the hat.
All right. As you do so, it sort of fidgets underneath you, and two little, what look to be sort of holes on the top hat part open up, and one of the crumples opens itself up and yawns.
Oh,
Hey, what are you doing with me?
I don't know. What are you?
Gryffindor.
I'm actually Hufflepuff. Oh.
I'm an enchanted item. What does it look like?
What do you do? other than talk.
I'm essentially guard dog for this place. What do you... What? Who let you pick me up? Where's Aura?
She went to go fetch me some items.
I see. Why are you messing with me then?
You just caught my eye. Everything else is in here so nice, and you just seem kind of worn out.
Thanks. Really makes me feel nice.
You're still beautiful on the inside. As I pick it up and look inside.
Ironically, yes, there seems to be some gold trimming in there.
Hmm. Very nice. I place it back down.
Expect your undercarriage.
Hey, baby.
Alrighty, so as you're messing around with the apparently sentient hat, Aura returns and chuckles. Oh my, I see you found... I see you found Haggarth.
Yeah, he just caught my eye.
Tell him to put me down!
I already put you down. You need to calm down. He's grumpy, isn't he?
He's always like that once he the first thing he wakes up. He's much nicer later on. Draped over her arm, by the way, is a very, very nice black cloak.
Oh, the cloak. What does it do?
Oh, this cloak, I found it. I'm not entirely certain. I think it was enchanted by some sort of... What was their name? Haggarth, by the way, whispers into your ear. Yeah, she doesn't have the best memory. That thing's give you some bonuses to sneaking around.
Oh. How much is that cloak?
Oh, this cloak? I could sell it to you for 500 platinum. Or no, oh my god, no.
I was
500
gonna say.
gold. That's what I was trying to say. I was dealing too much in platinum. I blame you guys.
I was about to go, I'm not spending all the money I just made.
No, 500 gold.
That better be
500
damn
gold.
good sneaking. Plus 30s.
This is kind of expensive, don't you think? I'm gonna hold it up and kind of inspect it.
It sort of shimmers in the light a little bit. Sort of refracts around it a bit.
Can I tell if it's elven made? Since I'm an elf, like, is it a cloak of elven kind?
No, it is not.
It's a cloak of tabaxi kind. That you're buying
Yes.
too.
Just
And it's-
kind of.
Got some nice little... You know how Jon Snow has that, like, kind of weird roughage around the top of his cloak?
Like, I think I don't watch Game of Thrones.
What are you thinking?
It's different birds, alright? Keep talking.
Lost the rating.
Here. This is what I'm referring to. Something like that.
Where are you putting it on?
Discord.
In general.
Discord.
Discord.
Okay.
Looks like
Oh, never mind. I was like, there's nothing up here.
it's there. I'm pretty sure it's there.
I can see it.
Yeah, it is. It looks kind of heavy.
No.
I mean, I'm more sleek and good at getting around. This seems like it'll weigh me down. Get caught
no,
on
no.
corners. Let people
Here,
be more
let me
Trip over
show
his
you.
own feet.
She takes it
Yeah.
from you and removes your current cloak very quickly and attaches this one. And you
Run.
actually
No,
feel, you actually feel lighter with this cloak on than with that one.
I'm not sure if I like the fur around it. Might get a little warm. It's the middle of summer.
I see.
Brain. Yeah. No. we said it was wintertime.
No, I don't
I'm
know what
pretty-
time.
I'm pretty sure it was winter.
I missed the first session. I'm just
I forget.
Just haggling.
yeah.
I forget when it was.
I thought it was fall because we realized that was a fall baby.
I thought you were
Well, it's
spring.
a season. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, it's something
Yeah,
outside.
it's a season. We can go back and check the VOD. It'll be fine.
I don't care.
It's important to me, mostly for lore reasons.
Yeah,
Probably going to become more important in the next couple of days as well.
yeah.
I haven't seen any weather changes, so I just assumed it was summer.
It's raining.
Always. I like the rain.
Now I just have to put on rain sound effects just to fuck with you.
I turn my sound effects off.
Oh, well. Fine.
It's distracting.
Alright, so, yes. I suppose it could be a bit warm for a warmer season, but, I mean, why else would you wear a cloak but to keep yourself warm?
For style? I mean, come on.
To be fair, cloaks were basically worn to keep yourself warm.
Oh, I know. They're jackets, basically.
To hide from people.
Is it waterproof?
She takes a pitcher of water and pours a little bit on it, and yes it is.
This just seems kind of pricey.
He does not give up.
Hogarth like isn't even there, but you just hear in the back of your head, "Oh my God! Hurry up and buy it so we can keep playing."
They're playing all the time. The same tune.
Yes, well, magical items are hard to come by and often cost quite a bit more.
Scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck?
Holy shit. Taxi.
He's just listening in, probably.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, that is essentially. I could decrease the price a little bit if it is a little too much for you.
How much?
I suppose I could go down to 450.
425.
It's kind of relevant.
Very well. 425.
Get the hell out of my shop.
425
Damn
seems
it.
reasonable enough.
Sold.
Fucking link was too long.
What the?
The link was too long in Discord. It's way too long.
Yeah, that's fair. I have no idea how much this is worth. Pretty much every D&D party ever. I
Is that
found
from
this
the
really old thing.
Junie Tyson.
What's it worth?
I was looking for the one where they're like, money, 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 but I couldn't find it.
All right, so you have purchased the cloak then, yes?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's gonna give you a that's gonna give you a +2 bonus to stealth checks while wearing it. Also, it's waterproof.
Yep. Means I
Does
won't
it
get
come
wet.
in teal? Does it come in teal?
Completely not waterproof, but she just used a different kind of water for the illustrative purpose. And it smells like wet muskrat when it rains.
Yeah, I think I might. Can the fur come off? I'm not sure if I like the fur.
Oh my God, Cameron.
For 75 gold pieces, you can alter it.
Yeah.
Or it should be in the price.
No, Cameron.
Jesus Christ.
I could alter it if you would like.
It's fine.
I want it to look like a cow.
I got a pair of scissors.
Let's use those bad boys.
Prestidigitation.
It does also have a hood, by the way.
Oh, does it?
Well, it better.
The picture doesn't have a hood, Nick.
That's
See,
why
the
I
difference
mentioned
between a cape and a cloak is the hood.
it. No, actually.
No capes.
A cloak doesn't have to have a cowl, or a hood. Cowl is when it's attached to a cape.
Me.
It's more indicative of how much of your body it covers when it's just sort of left alone.
I guess. Cloaks usually go around the front rather than just off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So do you want to alter it? Or
Sure.
no? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
She can take the fur off and instead add some
Bedazzles.
black. Yeah, yes. You lose your +2 stealth, but you gain +2 performance instead.
I'm sure.
I know.
Well, I guess
I
I'm
was-
giving this to Hogarth. It's
I
like
was
the
gonna
gay pride flag. Just here
No, I
you
was
go.
just gonna say instead, she just sort of like stitches some nice little weave where the fur was.
Making these people work for their money.
Fair enough. All right, so that'll be 425 gold, my dude.
Cool deal.
Sweet.
You
Which
don't
is
have to
42.
spend the thing of the what?
Which is 42.5 platinum, if you want to use any of that.
I have the gold from before.
That's fair. Alrighty, now the rest of you.
I need a lot of
so,
math.
what Rap's going to be doing for the next couple days is
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Rape whistle!
Yeah.
I just got fucked by this fucking cloak. It raped me
You're
of
all
all
supposed
my
to be
money.
altered.
Nick, really?
Yeah, it's my rape whistle. Just in case.
Just
He's
in case
right.
Hogarth does something.
So that's what I heard going off from top of the inn last night.
It's also a sex toy.
Damn straight.
I'm not going to yuck
I
your
wouldn't
yum.
put my mouth on that if I were you.
So,
I put my mouth on his whistle all night long.
so what Rap's going to be doing is basically three things for the next couple days. One is searching the woods and wilderness for basically any and every poison or poisonous thing he can get his hand on.
Can I help you do that?
Particularly, oh yeah, absolutely. Any ingested poisons, contact poisons, stuff like that. Not necessarily for in combat smear on your weapon use, but for other
Here,
more
eat
stealth-
this.
stealthy uses. Yeah. Second thing he's going to be doing is looking for a maybe it'd be a Jackass quest or something like someone to provide a magic item that could potentially enhance his wild shape, with the aim of, if it's even possible, to get some wild shape charges for non-combat forms. So, because typically, I mean, out of character, you feel like you want to just save your wild shapes for the fights.
Right.
Yeah, but also like turning into a tiny little spider to go through a lock is pretty cool. So looking for a magic item on that sort of vein of some non-combat wild shape charges.
Spider
Okay.
in a top hat.
And then the third thing is that after those two things, he has 799 platinum, 360 gold, and 5 silver, and is willing to spend all of it on weapons of assassination war, reconnaissance, stealth, basically anything and everything that he would need to infiltrate someone and kill a lot of people.
All
That
right.
goes-
Elves.
That was
so
my
you were
backstory.
saying
I'm good at assassinations.
is you want
You have
a
any?
+5 ring of spell storing with meteor in it.
well, quick question, Zankas. Do you have any compunction against killing elves?
Oh no, not at all. I'll kill anybody.
Oh,
That's
good.
kind of what I did.
Good.
Do
that's
you
good to hear.
have money? Yes or no?
Not for long.
What's your cost?
So that's basically what Raph's going to be up to, is sort of gearing himself out for infiltration and assassination,
All right.
which for him usually winds up with busting down the front door and killing everything. Not for lack of trying, but that's usually the way these things end
Raph
up.
wants to buy a picture book of animals.
The pop-up book of phobias.
And then it's assuming nothing happens sort of over the next couple of days, he is going to be doing something else.
Okay.
This is a lot earlier than I planned on doing this, but it seems like what Raph would do
Okay.
To do so, Garth.
is he would say, well, now that you mention it,
Oh my.
Could have done that, don't worry.
Yeah, he
has. Hey, Rogar,
he
wanna fuck?
absolutely would be
Yes!
completely oblivious. Like for such good friends, this is nice. This is nice. Is he would at night, the sort of last thing in the evening is set his pack down and set it in the area of exclusion, and then cast plant growth. First as the 8-hour, and then as the instantaneous. With that little plant pot with the treant seed in it.
Okay.
He wasn't expecting to accelerate this process just yet, but when you got a nuclear missile and the target, or at least to start teaching it, you know, the difference between good and evil. To kind of accelerate that a little bit.
All right.
And that's basically
Okay.
what Ref would be doing for the next, you know.
We can go over the details of that once we get everybody else.
Also, just say that I also intentionally got a small pot, hoping for some kind of a bonsai effect. You know, because plants don't typically outgrow their pots. Because you want to keep the thing small and controllable. While you know you don't know what's going on, and while you want to teach it while it's still little.
You're essentially hoping to get little sprout group. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah.
Twig blights. We're just looking for twig blights right now that grow into ants.
All right. So then Zancast is basically helping you then, Raph. And the cat's off learning magic. Hogarth, what are you doing?
Well, I would like to go back to those goblins to see if they have any better magic gear I could buy, because I got money now.
I'm gonna go too.
All right.
Whenever you're not helping Raph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assumed I'd start later in the evening.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that he'd be doing.
Yeah, that's where I'd like to go right now.
It takes 8 hours to cast the plant growth in the.
Just going around, performing, healing the sick. You know, just being a good guy, making a good name for myself here.
I guess Hogarth is Jesus now. All right.
I'm naive, dumb, friendly Jesus.
I have an image for Gimli and
Jesus was
Gimli now.
friendly anyway, but you know.
I have an image for Gimli and Gimli now. There they are.
Oh God! They're huge.
They're not. It's just an image.
Are they gay for each other? They look gay for each other.
They're like siblings.
They're twins.
That's a problem.
They're a lot cuter than I thought they would be.
Oh, that's when they're smile. That's like the family portrait kind of thing. That's
Nice.
not how they look like
Nice.
at all. Normally they're covered in soot and
Scars
dust and
cussing
scars
each other.
and cussing at each other. Yep,
All right.
that's family portrait kind of thing. But yeah, you get the
I
idea.
open the door. Gimgers, I've returned.
Eh! As an arrow flies past into the door as you
What
open
the
it.
fuck?
Probably should knock next time.
What was that?
Agreed, Gimli.
An arrow?
Yes.
I want to try to catch it.
Okay.
This is a store. You
acrobatics
run a
check.
store. Why are you shooting at the door to your store?
Accurate.
Oh god, I missed.
No, it goes through your hand.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. Hold up. I got it.
Now what they don't understand? Lawsuit. We're getting anything we want out of here.
All right, that's not too bad. Take 2 piercing damage, and now there's an arrow in your arm.
Can I keep this, or do you want it back? Yes.
I have my headset off, and I know it's about your Treant army. That's wonderful. I guess you could. Gimli, do we need that for anything? I don't think so, Gimli. Yeah.
Hey guys, just off the top of your head, do you know if there's an attorney or a lawyer anywhere in town?
The hell is that?
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh. I don't like the sound of that, Gimli. Me neither, Gimli.
Depending on how these exchanges go, might be.
So what brings you fine gentlemen here today?
I want better
Magic.
magic swords.
Same.
Well,
These
natural.
are good, but I want better.
Natural.
Kind of inconvenience breaking them down.
I kind of like it though. Can I keep the ching, but with more pwa? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I don't even think I know what I'm saying after that.
They pull out their porn stash.
Is this what you want?
It's a very large mustache.
The porn specs. They just both put on fake mustaches. Is that? I don't.
I have to cook.
What are we doing? Well, yeah, I've been working on some interesting things. Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me see if they begin going through some very strange items. You see weird-looking crossbows that they pass to each other, some odd disassembled-looking blades, some hammers here and there, and then they pull out a rather sharp-looking shield and a corresponding sword. So this is an interesting thing we've been working on. It's easier to show. Here, hold that, he says as he gives you the shield.
Run.
I don't
This is
want
gonna
the
go
shield. I just want short swords. That's all I use is short swords.
And he puts the sword into a slot at the top of the shield,
Oh
it's
god,
sort
what are
of-
you doing?
and it sort of like clicks open, and now it's basically an axe.
Ah! I drop it.
Hey, that's some really sensitive. God damn it! No one ever.
I told you, I don't want a shield sword axe. I just want short swords. That's all I want. I have
Nobody's
money.
fun anymore, Gimli. Yeah, I know, Gimli. All right, we got it.
I like these swords. If you could just like make these better, that would be cool.
Make them. What do you mean by make them better? Gimel, do we know how to make? Do we know how to make those better? How do we make those better?
Make them do more damage. Out of character, a +1 or 2. Maybe a rider. I don't know.
All right, let me
Take
see
this shit
here.
and make these out of it. Oh, shit, that's-
Let's see here. So you're essentially asking these guys who really aren't, you know,
Yeah.
well, no, not that, but you're asking these guys who really aren't magically inclined.
They made the weapons magical, didn't they?
No.
Oh, well then why the fuck am I here? I want to go talk to the other guy.
Jackus? You
Yeah,
mean
him.
Jackus, who is currently in temporal distortion?
Fuck you, cat!
I love this being 100% in character, though. Like, just sitting there in the Goblin's workshop yelling in the ceiling.
Yeah! Like punching the door, but just hurting my hands when I do it because I'm not that strong. Ow! Ow! Zankus, why does life hate me?
But they were magical.
Yeah, because Jackus made them magic and the cats got Jackus busy.
That jackass.
They're both jackasses. Let's just go help Raph.
Let's
Screw
go
it.
blow this popsicle stand.
Wait, hold on.
Huh?
I need... One sec. I think Jackus has us some... Also, they start tossing around some vials and crystals at each other. Here we go. Jackus said if someone came to us looking for, like, enchantment or whatever, try this. Essentially, we sharpen it with this. It should give you the effect of what you want. I think.
Alright.
That wasn't too clear.
I clip
Can
the swords
we-
together as one sword and hand it back to him.
All right. They start sharpening it, and you see it sort of dully glow, the sharpening stone, as it's sharpening on the blade. The other one gets on the other side since, you know, they're small. And with another of the strange little crystal things, starts sharpening the other side. There we go. All right. So now the question is, what are you going to pay us for this?
How much do you want? You just put a rock.
How do we know if it worked?
Yeah, exactly. Try to detect magic on this shit. It's already magical, we know.
It's a little bit brighter this time.
Is the magic stronger on the detect when I detect magic?
Yes.
Alright. I don't know if that's how detect magic works, but
You get a faint
We could keep
aura.
going and make it better, but if we keep going, it's going to take longer and we're going to need more money.
How
Agreed,
much?
Gimli.
how much does this cost?
Right now, 500 gold.
Alright, how much to keep going?
2,000? Yeah, 2,000 seems fair.
So that's what, 200 plat?
Yes.
I sit 200 plat on the table.
Can you do that to mine?
Sure.
Will it affect the bow as well, or?
Yes.
So
out of character, you guys are enchanting to do +2. Yes?
Sweet.
Alright. Yep.
I'm down to clown with that.
They continue sharpening your weapons until they become +2.
Sweet.
Or that how long does that take? Is it
How
like
long does that take?
days, or is it just them
Oh, no,
sharpening
just,
for a while?
no, just like half an hour.
Sweet. Oh. I'm happy now. Thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I couldn't tell.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
You said you like double swords, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You already enchanted these. Why are you gonna tell me about double swords after you've enchanted?
I just thought of these. We found these weird little blades the other day. It's they're real weird. We've been trying to figure them out, but we'd be willing to sell them, I guess. It's a shakedown. Trust me, I think you're gonna like this. There you go.
It's a link.
It is a link.
Dancer's enchanted soul. What? What? Those are perfect for me, actually. Like, thematically and because of what they are. Alright, let me read them.
They aren't cheap though.
How much are they?
They would have you they would have you pay a good 500 platinum for them.
Alright, what if I trade the sword you just gave me for them?
Then they would decrease it to 350 platinum.
300 even.
300 even? 300 platinum?
Yep.
Can we part with that Gimel? 300 platinum and he gives us back that? Yeah. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Alright.
There
Done
you go.
deal. Done deal.
As soon as I found those, I knew I had to give them to you. Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, give is a loose term. I had to pay.
yeah. Yeah, because of course you did.
Yeah.
Now, I assume, unlike the young child over here, Zancass is going to be more reasonable and just sort of be happy with what he has.
Yep.
Yeah, he already busted your balls on that cloak.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so sick, dude. Yeah.
They do require attunement, however.
I don't. Dude. Yeah.
Expected.
Fuck it. I don't get it.
By the way, if you're curious, the Dancer's swords are literally a pair of swords from Dark Souls 3.
Is it the dancing sword from the
No.
DMG?
No.
Nope. Dancer's swords.
Ah,
Where is it?
He sent it to me.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
sure. I can send the link in general chat.
Yep.
There it is. There they are.
Oh, okay.
And they're
I
short
was thinking-
swords, right? Because that's what I use. Short swords.
They are considered scimitars.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is the same damage dice.
Yeah.
And they're both light. So that
Yes.
works.
And before you ask, yes, they do glow fiery and
Dark.
purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. I'm good. I am set. I'm a happy boy.
Yep.
You guys can do other stuff now.
Need to know two things.
He's gonna be playing with his new swords.
Need to know two things so I can figure out just how many spells I can learn in this time frame.
Okay.
About how many hours a day does he want me to assist him with shit?
It would depend upon the day. Within 2 weeks, you would probably take up of the total time you have together. You'd probably use up a good, let's see, 14 days, 14 times 30. God damn it. You have 420. You have 420 hours.
And then 8 hours a day for resting because you do that stuff.
Right. Eight. 8 times.
You're hurting his brain.
All right. So then, math.
Yeah.
That leaves you with 308, which he would probably take a good 60 hours from that.
Okay.
Leaving you with a total of 248 of free time.
Okay. Cool. And then, how much did he charge just to put up temporal thing?
In addition to you assisting him, he would have asked for 200 platinum.
That's cool. Okay. Use me with proper math to figure it out.
Okay, good. Now then, Raph.
Yeah.
You wanted to amass basically power to.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, is that actually, I mean, before this moment, Ref had no interest. You know, so now that he's got almost like an objective, it's the arrow from the bow, but amassing power, not necessarily amassing plus bonuses.
Right, no, I'm.
You know, like an immovable rod, as a random example of an object, is hugely powerful. Doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, looking for
So,
utility and plus would be great.
Yeah, that's sort of the idea. So I don't want to just get hung up on, you know, plus items, but rather anything really.
Alchemist fire, some poison, smoke bombs,
So-
darts.
So then I would recommend that Raph go and visit the Anomalia Emporium, Raised Fineries,
Yeah.
Hero's Roost, Cat's Weave, Withered Roots, the Gimger's Armory.
He's going to be making his way around town for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The main thing to look into would be whatever, if there even exists such a thing that could enhance his wild shape ability, because even being able to use a non-combat form could be used for scouting, could be used all that kind of thing. No one's going to pay
Yeah.
attention, like the bird in the tree, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
while it's watching them make their plans.
Anomalia Emporium would be the place to go.
So that'd probably be his first stop.
Okay.
Because it's animal in the name.
For the most part, this, once you get in, it looks like a pet shop. It smells like a pet shop. It basically seems to be various exotic animals that are on sale as pets. And
Take note of every last one.
Oh yeah, every single one.
I can turn
you
into
already
that
have
now.
double proficiency. Oh.
Turn into that now.
Oops.
Ooh.
The druid, a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh no.
You already have double proficiency in performance?
Yep.
Ugh.
I get, as a bard, I get expertise.
Then it just cancels out. You're boned.
Yeah, I don't have any proficiency in performance anymore. It's just gone. I can't perform, guys. I can't get it up.
That's just
I got the.
That's what we call in the business a trade-off.
I
He's
got
already
these
got
cool
it. It
swords.
doesn't help him.
I got these cool swords, but at what cost?
Yeah, no, there's
I'd say just
not much I can give you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
other than that. So, alrighty,
Sometimes
Raph.
you
The
take
Animalia
feats for one
Emporium
thing, but it does
is
3.
mostly, animals in little habitats that.
You are now setting free.
Yeah, Raph would be really disgruntled about all the animals in cages, but he's got a goal, so he'll grit his teeth and.
So there is a wood elf running
Reassure
this
you,
store.
they're all here by choice.
There she is.
God, he's an elf.
Yes, it is indeed a wood elf that is running the store. And as you come in, little bell tinkles, and she looks up from feeding what looks to be a little strange amalgamation of a bird and a cat. Doesn't seem to be any sort of like magical abomination. It just seems to be a normal animal. Ah, hello. Welcome to the Animalia Emporium. How may I help you? Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you keep anything other than animals?
She sort of looks you over
Animals.
and druid, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yes, we do sell druidic things. What are you looking for?
I'm particularly looking for something. So basically, I'll explain to her the whole shtick.
You're looking for something that might allow you more ability with your wild shape?
More
Yes.
flexibility, just particularly. I'm not too worried about the combat shapes.
All right. Let me see. Gah!
Yeah, while I text, I'm about to send it to Raph too.
Yeah, I saw it.
Wall
All right.
of text. That's what I cast.
Cast wall of text. You immediately distract the DM.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't
we
read
have
it.
a-
Just handle Raph.
That's fair.
This one took 3 2-minute slots though.
Raph, you read it though. You don't got to worry about handling the DM.
She pulls out a little bag. It looks essentially like a component pouch, but she begins to pull out little totems from it. Let me see here. I have a few things here that enhance druidic magic. Wild shape 1. Ah, here we go. She plucks out a little totem that you would recognize, Raph, real well, because it seems to be. You're not entirely certain how you feel about it, but it basically looks like yin and yang symbols for Yorm and Aldrich. This would probably help you with your wild shape. It imbues more affinity with nature upon druids.
More affinity with nature, you say?
Yes, it would help you with what you're looking for. You would gain additionally 2 wild shapes that you would be able to use outside of combat.
Okay, awesome. So, but Raph will look very conflicted and sort of hold out his hand and turn it over. Sort of put it back on the counter. So okay, well, how much are you looking for?
Something of this kind of magical power is hard to come by. I'd say a little pricey, but 300 platinum.
Yeah, and how much do you take off if the resident druid ignores all the animals you have in captivity?
Captivity? I don't understand.
A gesture to all the animals in cages around the room.
You do know that I'm a druid as well, yes?
So then that's
I'm-
really what is your excuse?
The fact that these creatures function much better as pets than they do in the wild.
Let's take a look around and see if you can assess if that's true or not.
Most of these creatures, most of them are breeds that have been domesticated over time and would not do very well in the wild. There are a few that would probably do all right, but for the most part, she's pretty right.
Alright, so you'll look around and go, my mistake.
I completely understand. I had a similar response to the previous woman who owned this place, but now that I've taken over, I understand it better.
So 300 plat, you said?
Yes.
You'll put it on the counter.
All right. She attaches a very finely woven rope of basically enchanted reeds, strong as steel, and basically gives it to you as a necklace or bracelet or whatever.
Take it with a nod. Put it on.
All right.
And then sort of nod again. Thank her and leave. Druids aren't much for small talk.
No. Alrighty. There you go. You got your wild shape.
Woohoo!
Woo!
The cat's learning more magic,
Hogarth is dancing in the streets,
swinging around his new swords.
but
Hogarth is attracting the attention of guards, basically.
I am a very experienced dancer. I go to like a performance area, alright? They light up, and I sing as I dance. I'm just putting on a show. I make sure no one gets too close. I'm an experienced blade dancer. I know how to keep people at a distance.
Fair enough. And now on to the most interesting thing that Raph wants to do.
Yep, sorry, ignore my link. I was
Yeah.
punching that into my character sheet. Poorly.
Your combat wild shapes you can use as additional non-combat wild shapes. However, these ones will fade as you go into combat, if you are in them.
Yep, okay. So I mean the intention's not to turn into anything that I can attack people with.
Right. But
Yeah.
basically, when you are using one of those wild shapes, if you basically need to attack, your shape would, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Can't make it too broken. Can't just give you all the wild shapes.
Yeah, well, it would all the tiny wild shapes that I'm thinking of would deal like 1 damage anyway. So
Yeah, but
A brown recluse.
yeah,
Ah, my shoulder!
you're gonna feel terrible in a week or two.
Yeah, but you might
not
kill
brown
me,
recluse. Brown
I'll
recluse
kill
is
you later.
Brown recluse will burn a hole in you.
yeah. Brown recluse is the most dangerous spider. Hey, guess what's native around me?
They're around here too.
Yeah.
They're more out there.
Sorry, is yours saying?
I knew a guy who got bit on the hand and his
Now-
whole hand turned into like a rock.
You are trying to grow evil baby Groot.
Grow is a strong. Evil is a strong word. It's just a lot of strong words. Because I'd
I
intended
mean-
to let it sort of start to mature naturally, but with the accelerated pace of what he found out.
Right. Right. So then, basically what you end up with is, as it grows, it begins to take on humanoid sort of form. You've seen sort of the baby quote unquote stages of treants before. It seems to be growing pretty normally compared to them. However, its bark is gray as if it were withering, but it seems to be growing quite normally. And the greenery that would grow on it is instead a deep purple.
Okay, so I mean, basically, Raf's idea here is that he would sort of treat it like a child
Mm-hmm.
in not and genuinely believing that it can't be inherently evil,
Right.
and sort of talking to it, showing it things. The original intention I had was just to sort of take it along, start to show it the world, start to show it things, teach it stuff,
Mm-hmm.
let it sort of mature more slowly.
Oh, it hasn't even reached the stage where it can like even talk or anything like that. It's developing more humanoid features. As you can see, it's growing into a treant and not just a tree.
Cool.
It's like not even really like sentient yet.
Yeah. Still gonna keep talking to it, just like you talk to a
Right.
baby when they're not quite sentient, because it'll start forming some of that association.
Mm-hmm. Hey, maybe it'll be nice to me at least.
You know, I mean, treants aren't necessarily agreeable at the best of times, but I started out with one.
Yeah, that one seemed nice enough.
Didn't grow a forest of them to start with. Though I still might.
Oh man.
So I'll basically, Raph will just be really pleased with the way that it's coming along.
All
Make
right.
sure that it's healthy and
And I assume you're not trying to hide this from the rest of them, yes?
from the rest of the party, no, I'm not trying to hide it, but I will keep it hidden from everyone else in town because I don't want to advertise that I have these things.
Right. Okay.
So I'm not going to be playing with it at the inn or the table, you know.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I don't have anything else prepared.
This is actually a good time for me anyway. It's just about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need to come together with a list.
So I
Awesome.
think this has been a good session.
Really?
Yeah, fantastic.
Had some character development, got some cool
I'm
things.
sorry, but I've given you a lot of homework.
What do you mean?
Possible spell from his library.
Oh, yes.
Oh god.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I've already got 2 books worth, so there's like 4 other schools, whatever. That's ridiculous.
A resident cat, everybody.
Yeah.
Raph didn't get to meet his best friend. Wah wah.
Womp womp.
Who's best friend? Raph's best
Raph.
friend?
Yeah.
Raph has a best friend?
Best
Yeah,
friend is
Paladin.
one word.
I just broke everything.